Good evening, everyone, from Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Tonight, the final game of the series, the Phils and the Atlanta Braves. Tyler Green goes for the Phillies. John Smoltz for Atlanta. Harry Callis along with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. And it had been raining here at Fulton County Stadium earlier this afternoon. About 6 o'clock, it came down very, very hard. But now it's cleared off, and they are clearing the field. The game will start just a little bit late, not a whole lot late. And we should have no problem getting this ball game in. Whitey, Greg Jeffries out of the 2-hole has been swinging the bat pretty well. He had a 13-game hitting streak earlier snapped in Chicago, but he's been getting his share of hits.
Yeah, you know, he was kicking around down there around the 240 mark not that long ago, so he has been very consistent. He's the only guy that I know, Harry, who I think he thinks he ought to hit 1,000. You know, he wants to hit every time up. Nothing the matter with that. You can almost see when he's up there sometimes the sawdust coming out of his hands grinding against that bat. And I really think that if he could learn to relax a little more, he would even hit better than he does, and that's pretty good.
You know, we see him get a few hits once in a while on pitches out of the strike zone up in this area. Is it bad? I mean, he gets a lot of hits that way. Is it bad to swing at a ball like that if you know you can get a hit with it?
Well, I think in the long run, you keep going out of the strike zone, it's going to hurt you. And I think it would even hurt him. When he is behind on the count, the pitcher has a hard time throwing a ball past him. He'll swing at almost everything. And he has a quick bat, quick hands, and that's why he will get some base hits even on the bad pitches.
Well, a pitching matchup tonight. Tyler Green has been struggling, of course, since the All-Star break, but this is one team he's pitched exceptionally well against.
Well, he pitched a good game down here, Harry, early in the year, and then he won that game at Veterans Stadium when the Phillies won the one game against the Atlanta Braves. He has pitched well against them. I think he had some confidence going into that game in Philadelphia. Now, how he feels right now, we'll see, because as you mentioned, he has been in a real struggle. There you see what he is against the Atlanta Braves. Now, John Smoltz, what a different story he is. He started his career 5-0 against the Phillies. The Phillies couldn't touch him. He almost pitched a no-hitter. He won that game, and since then he's 0-6 against the Phillies with a pretty high earned run average. But you know, you look at those numbers and you can't believe it, because when you face John Smoltz, you always think that you're in for a tough night. You know, good fastball, good breaking ball, split finger pitch. Guy has a good idea what he's doing all the time out there. So, you know, you have to think that he's going to pitch very, very well tonight, and you need Tyler Green to get out of the funk that he's in right now and keep the Phillies in this ball game.
Smoltz, even though he's lost 2 games this year to the Phillies, both scores were 3-1.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what I mean. I think that 0-6 and that high earned run average is a little deceiving, because he's probably had a few starts in there where they smoked him for some runs. It's kind of like Glavine. You know, the Phillies have had trouble beating him for a long time, and he had a high earned run average. This guy here, John Smoltz, is just a really good quality pitcher. I think sometimes he beats himself, hence that psychologist that he's been carrying around the last few years.
Jack Llewellyn. Our colleague Andy Musser had a chance to interview John Schuerholz, the general manager of the Atlanta Braves, earlier this afternoon. Andy?
Thanks, Harry. We're here with John Schuerholz. And, John, I know you're happy with the ball club right now, but when you get into August, it seems like no lead is big enough. And I'm sure from your position, there must be a temptation to do a little tinkering.
Well, actually, the reverse is true for me. I believe in that old Casey Stengel adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Our team now, since we've gotten into competitive shape, has played very well this last month and a half. And I feel very good about our team. And ordinarily, we're a second-half team anyhow. We play better during the second half, especially when there's a pennant race at stake. And I feel very, very good about the fortunes of our ball club.
You have been very patient with one Mark Wohlers. I mean, I know some of the pressure comes from the media, but for years they've been waiting for him to take over the job as the closer. He's finally grabbed hold of it, hasn't he?
Thankfully, he has, and we have displayed a lot of patience. There were a number of opportunities. We had chances to trade Mark to a variety of other clubs, but we didn't want to give up the kind of talent it would take to get a closer back. And we knew that Mark one day would come through and live up to the expectations we and all of baseball had of him when he was in the minor leagues.
John, I would imagine as the general manager of the Atlanta Braves, people call you almost on a daily basis and try to raid your farm system.
Well, they know there's some talent there, and they know that that's the basis of our success. We're a scouting and player development organization and have had that success starting long before I got here with Bobby Cox and his crew. We've perpetuated that, and I think that's the way you sustain successful ventures in baseball. And so there is an awful lot of interest in our young players.
Do you have any prospects coming along that are probably going to be on your team next year?
Well, we've got some youngsters that we think can play a role for us. A couple of pitchers down there, Jason Schmidt and Terrell Wade, to name two, that we think very highly of. And there are many others. I probably will overlook a number of kids by not naming them. But we feel very good about the pipeline of productivity, and we think they will constantly feed us with a number of players we need as we need them.
John Smoltz is working this game for you tonight. He's got an interesting record against the Phillies. He won the first 5 games he ever pitched against the Phillies. He's lost the last 6. But I know he's been pitching pretty well of late, has he not?
Well, he has. John has really, since he had surgery this offseason to remove a bone chip from his elbow, he's been a different pitcher. He's pitched without pain. He's pitched being able to concentrate on his game. And he has been, he and Maddox and Glavine have been very consistent all year long with the kind of performances they give us virtually every time out.
Good feeling when you've got those Atlanta Braves pitchers, and one of them goes every night. John Shorholtz, our special guest, the general manager of the Braves. We've got Tyler Green going for the Phillies and John Smoltz going for Atlanta. Harry will be back with the lineups in just a moment.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Beechwood Aged Budweiser. It's always been true. This Bud's for you. The Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 people use the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. By the all-new Chevy Blazer, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Test drive it at your local Chevy dealer. Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies, featuring full-service evening and 7-day banking. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. For 57 years, the health insurance company you can lean on.
We could use another bathroom, but I really had my heart set on a new kitchen. Until the furnace went. But instead of putting everything on hold, I got a Mellon PSFS line of credit. We'll be okay. I got the money I needed, even a little extra, for other important things.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
Over the past 3 years, Dodge has offered a choice of more new nameplates than anybody else. Now Dodge offers some other choices that make driving the midsize Dodge Dakota easy. During the Dodge Buyer's Choice sale, get a new Dakota and choose $1,000 in cash savings. Or choose an interest rate as low as 4.9%. Or a Dakota lease rate of only $159 a month. The Dodge Buyer's Choice sale. It makes visiting your friendly Dodge dealer a very smart choice indeed.
Georgia, the singing of our national anthem tonight. Final game of this series, the Phils and the Atlanta Braves. Earlier rains causing a delay in the start of this game by just a few minutes. Game should be underway shortly. Tyler Green going against John Smoltz. Rather overcast skies, but the rains appear to have passed us by, hopefully, and we'll get this ball game in. Braves finally won a game from the Phillies last night here at Fulton County Stadium. The Phillies have won all 5 prior to last night's game. Atlanta winning by a score of 7-5, and the Braves holding an 8-game lead over the Phils, 13 over Montreal. Montreal also losing last night. The wild card race, Houston also a winner yesterday, a 4.5-game lead over the Phils, and whoever doesn't win that West is also going to be a factor in the wild card, either the Dodgers or the Colorado Rockies. The Dodgers have moved up close to those Rockies with another win over Colorado again.
Game and a half.
Ground crew taking care of the field, and the game is scheduled to start in about 5 minutes. Those move from here to Cincinnati, and the Braves will be going to Montreal. Phils have a 3-game series. Atlanta will have a 4-game series.
Bobby Cox, who has one of the best managing records in baseball. Jim Fregosi. Fregosi struggling with injured players and has to make do in a few positions, including his pitching staff.
Tony Longmire getting a shot with Lenny Dykstra. The latest on Lenny Dykstra is that he had surgery yesterday, arthroscopic surgery performed by Dr. Louis Yoakum. Procedure to relieve pressure between the kneecap and the femur bone. And this procedure evidently requires a longer recovery period than a normal arthroscopy, so Lenny is not expected to be back this year.
Yeah, evidently, Harry, there were a few more complications to that knee than they originally thought. They had to do a little more cleaning and a little more scraping, and so Lenny will, well, he's definitely going to be out for the season. You just hope that that operation helps him.
Christopher Batchelor throwing out the first ball here, being photographed by Walter Victor. He is the Braves team photographer, and we want to wish 53rd anniversary wishes to Walter and Ruth Victor.
Another one of Harry's good,
my dear and good friend Walter Victor.
Good odd friends.
Walter is everywhere here at Fulton County Stadium. He's the ubiquitous one. Right next door to Fulton County Stadium is Centennial Olympic Stadium, and they're really putting that baby up quickly. It'll be the Olympic facility, and also the Braves will play there.
Doesn't look that great right now, but they say that it's going to be one of the better new parks, and there's some good ones around in Baltimore and in Colorado, down in Texas, Cleveland. I don't see anything wrong with this park, but evidently they're going to I don't know what they're going to do. I think they're just going to leave this park stand here.
Are they? I think they're thinking perhaps of tearing it down and having parking here. They're going to need some parking in this area. Also, by tearing this, they'll be able to see the city skyline from the new Centennial Stadium. Well, Tyler Green needs a good outing here. Tyler, as Wheels mentioned, has pitched well against the Braves, but since the All-Star break, Tyler Green is 0-3 with a 10.55 ERA.
He's been kind of atypical of what the whole team has done since the All-Star break, really, and even before the All-Star break. Tyler pitched well before the All-Star break, but not since. But the whole club has really suffered. All the pitchers, all the hitters, and the fielding hasn't been as good.
His last win was against this team on June 30th at Veterans Stadium when he beat Smoltz by a score of 3-1. You see the win-loss record in the months. Did a great job in June, but he has struggled here in July. And this will be his first August appearance. Tommy Green scheduled to join the ball club tonight. Tommy Green will take the spot on the roster vacated by Jim DeShays, who was released yesterday. And he might even pitch a game in that Cincinnati series. He might start on Saturday night, we understand. That's not official. Umpires are now coming out. It's cleared off very nicely after some heavy rains a couple of hours ago. And Jim Beecham bringing out the Atlanta Braves lineup card, and Jim Fregosi is hopping out of the dugout with a Phillies lineup card. Now we have this moment. We might mention that there are 4 security guards from Widener University, the campus safety department of Widener U, here for this series. Mike Smith, Bill DiMatteo, Mike Scarpato, and John Baroni. And John Baroni's dad, John Sr., recuperating from complications of diabetes in the Crozer Chester Medical Center in Upland, Pennsylvania. Great Phillies fan. Send our wishes to John Baroni Sr.
John had a birthday here a couple of days ago. They've been here for this whole series.
Big-time Phillies fans. Lucille Parker of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, celebrating her 88th today. There's John Smoltz. He's taking his warm-up tosses, and he's telling his team, let's go. Let's take the field. And the Braves do for the final game of this series.
I think Smoltz has been throwing the ball better this year than he has in the last couple of years. He has a little more velocity, but he hasn't done that well against the Phillies.
Third in the league in strikeouts with 122 of them. Jim Fregosi's starting lineup for tonight's game. Mickey Morandini, second baseman, leads off. Greg Jeffries, the first baseman, hitting second. Andy Van Slyke in center field will bat third. Darren Dalton catching, hitting fourth. Mark Whidden, the right fielder, bats fifth. Tony Longmire, left field, hitting sixth. Charlie Hayes, the third baseman, bats seventh. Kevin Stocker at shortstop, batting eighth. Tyler Green pitching and hitting ninth. They're facing John Smoltz.
There you see Smoltz's record, 8-5, good ERA, and that's come about lately more than anything else. He was off to a bit of a slow start. A lot of strikeouts per 9 innings, almost 10. Not that many walks.
Defensively behind him, Chipper Jones at third base, Jeff Blauser at shortstop, Mark Lemke at second, Fred McGriff at first, Javi Lopez catching. In the outfield, Ryan Klesko in left, Marquise Grissom in center, David Justice in right. Mickey Morandini will lead it off. Morandini, there are the umpires. Wally Bell will call the balls and strikes. Mike Winters at first, Eric Gregg at second, and Jerry Davis at third. Morandini, hitting at 285, is among the league leaders in doubles with 23 of them. Bouncing ball deep shortstop. Blauser on a big hop. Gets Morandini, one out on one pitch. And it will bring on Greg Jeffries. We do have an official rain delay because of the slight delay in the start of this game. Officially a 9-minute rain delay. Jeffries batting at 288. One strike to him. One thing the rains did was cool it off here. Game time temperature 76 degrees. 1 ball and 1 strike. Missing with his breaking ball, 2-1. Lifetime, Jeffrey's a .207 career hitter against Smoltz. High chop to Fred McGriff. Smoltz covers in time to get Jeffries. That's 2 down, and that'll bring up Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke hitting at .279. Sam Gavula of Philadelphia, his 82nd birthday today. What a nothing to Andy Van Slyke. On the inside corner, 1-1. Longtime Phillies fan Hank Ruggiero of South Philadelphia. 73rd birthday wishes tonight from Ed Berry and from us. Two and 1 to Andy Van Slyke. Three and 1. Smoltz was the most valuable player. Darren Dalton waiting on deck. Smoltz the MVP of the '91 League Championship Series. Loses Van Slyke. And he's a 2-out base runner for Darren Dalton. Dutch hitting at .242 with 7 home runs. Smoltz that year in '91 when he won the MVP of the National League Championship Series was 2-0 against Pittsburgh with a 1.76 ERA. In 3 National League Championship Series, he's gone 4-1. His lone loss coming against the Phillies, 93. High with a breaking ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
Here in the first inning, Smoltz is high with almost everything, the fastball and the slider.
Dalton lifetime is just a .182 hitter against Smoltz, although he has hit 2 career home runs off him. All's behind him 3-0. Jim Fragosi's free with green lights. Whitey, how about here?
Well, I don't think so. You're right. You'd like to have Dalton hitting 3-0.
Looking for a called strike, 3-1.
That's a good pitcher's pitch right on the outside corner. Not a great pitch for the hitter. They never give in to Dalton. They never give him a cripple to hit or a middle of the plate or.
He loses Dalton, so that's back-to-back walks to Van Slyke and Dalton. It will bring up Mark Whitten. Whitten hitting 200 since joining the Phils from the Boston Red Sox. A lifetime against Smoltz. He's 2 out of 7 with a home run. Outside corner for a called strike. On the inside corner, 2 quick strikes to Mark Whitten. Switch hitter bats left here against John Smoltz. a little bit high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Set up outside, threw it outside. It's 2-2.
Yeah, he got that pitch earlier, but he didn't get it this time.
Breaking ball hit on the ground to Lemke. Clinton's retired, and so are the Phils here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left after 1/2. Phils nothing. Braves coming to bat.
But what is it?
It is water.
And I'm its thirsty little flower. Intellectually, it slaps me in the face.
It's.
Excuse me. It's a private issue.
The new private issue card lets you choose from designs painted by celebrities. Plus, you pick the features you want, even your billing date.
Thank you.
He's the artist.
Oh, yeah, and a musician on the side, I believe. What's the card you design? It's a private issue. Use it where you see the Nova sign. When they were small, we had a little sports car.
And then they got bigger, so we had to get a 4-door.
So we leased a new Volkswagen Jetta, $199 a month. Nice, huh? The German-engineered front-wheel drive Jetta comes with rack and pinion steering, daytime running lights, dual airbags. It's a great driving car.
It's got a big back seat.
And a huge trunk.
Weimaraners come from Germany.
Maybe that's why they like driving so much.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
While a brother may be hard to propel, the Hoover Power Drive is self-propelled, making cleaning so easy, even a brother could do it.
Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Back at Fulton County Stadium, we move to the bottom half of the first inning. And Bobby Cox starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves tonight. Marquise Grissom, center fielder, leads off. Jeff Plowser, the shortstop, will bat second. Chipper Jones at third base, hitting third. Fred McGriff, first baseman, bats fourth. David Justice, right fielder, hitting fifth. Ryan Klesko in left field bats sixth. Javi Lopez catching, hitting seventh. Mark Lemke, the second baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth and pitching, John Smoltz. That lineup is facing Tyler Green.
Yeah, Tyler needs a good ball game, and probably one of the reasons he's been struggling is that he's made some bad pitches. Quite a few bad pitches, and it seems like every time he makes one, they hit it.
Defensively behind Green, Charlie Hayes at third, Kevin Stocker shortstop, Mickey Morandini second, Greg Jeffries at first, Aaron Dalton catching, Tony Longmire in left, Andy Van Slyke in center, and Mark Whitten in right. Marquise Grissom leads it off. Marquise hitting at .265. Braves last in the National League in team batting average, but hitting at just .247. But they make up for that by hitting a lot of home runs. They're third in the league in homers with 104. And of course, they lead the league in staff ERA. Their pitching is excellent. 1 ball and 1 strike to Marquise Grissom. Problems that Tyler has experienced since the All-Star break is control. In 20 2/3 innings, he's given up a lot of hits, 31, 22 earned runs, struck out 12, but walked 12. He is third in the league in walks, having given up 53s behind only Darryl Kyle and teammate Michael Mims. 2-2 the count to Marquise Grissom. Chased the knuckle curveball, struck him out.
It's dropped way low out of the strike zone, but it fooled Grissom that really had a bite to it.
Brings on Jeff Plowser. He's hitting at .221. Plowser has had a disappointing year, striking out a lot. 84 strikeouts, second most in the league behind only Galarraga. 1 ball and no strikes to Jeff Blauser. See what he's done this series. 1 for 7, but has struck out 5 times. 1-1. Knuckle curve, got it over. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So in the early going here, Tyler's throwing that knuckle curve, and he's throwing it for strikes. His past several starts, he hasn't been able to throw that pitch for a strike at all. Got him with a high fastball, struck him out. Fans are kind of on Blauser here a little bit.
Well, he signed a 3-year, $11 million contract or something. That put a little heat on him. But the first 2 hitters have gone out on bad pitches. That always helps a pitcher.
Here's Chipper Jones hitting at .264, and he takes a knuckle curve down and in for a ball, 1-0. Chipper having a fine rookie year, 14 homers. He has knocked in 54. 12 of his 14 home runs have come from the left side. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's a big strike zone tonight, Harry. You'll love
it. What I like to see. Make them swing the bat, Whitey. Fly ball left field. Tony Longmire makes the grab. A 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Green. No runs, hits, errors, and none left at the end of 1. 0-0.
Whether you're negotiating a deal,
Okay, if you're good, I'll read you a story.
Come on, make it 2.
calling in an order,
Skip the strawberry. We want chocolate.
scheduling a meeting,
I'm at the Big Artichokes.
or just checking in with the boss,
Honey, is it okay if I stay another half hour?
the most important thing
Hello?
is that the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile, the heart of communication. Call 1-800-255-BELL.
There's no one else on the field like him.
I hear he's a big milk drinker.
I can tell. That energy, and that strength, that body.
Forget it, girls. He's taken.
Milk, whole, low fat or not.
After 1 inning of play, the Phils 0 and the Braves 0. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include Friday night's game with the Reds at 7:30 and Sunday afternoon's final game of the Reds series beginning at 2 o'clock. Tony Longmire leads it off. Long hitting at .368. All 3 of his home runs have been pinch home runs. Longmire getting a chance to play on a daily basis now with Lenny Dykstra out. Curveball is over for a called strike. Fastball lined into right center field. Over to cut it off is Marquise Grissom, and Longmire a line single to right center. It's where he likes the ball up. That was out of the strike zone, but Tony likes the ball up there.
Tomahawked it.
Yep.
Up there around his shoulders or chin.
Watch where the pitch is. He likes it up there.
Out away from him. Up.
Brings on Charlie Hayes, who's hitting at .279. Hayes homered off Smoltz here at Fulton County Stadium. An earlier game won by Michael Mims. He has 2 career home runs off him. It's almost homer nothing for Charlie. Charlie a .130 lifetime hitter against Smoltz, but he's hit 2 career homers. Longmire is not really a base stealer. A little bit high with a fastball, 1-0. If the count is favorable, they could send Longmire because Charlie will ground into double plays. He leads the league in grounding into double plays with 16 of them. And the count is favorable now. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, I doubt if he'll try this here. I think he wants Charlie Hayes to pick his pitch, not just any pitch to swing at.
Yeah, good thing they didn't put anything on. That would have been a very difficult pitch to hit. 3 balls and no strikes. And Smoltz in the early going has been a little wild. He has walked 2 in the first inning. Falling behind Charlie Hayes here, 3-0. Right down Broadway, 3-1. Now the count is favorable again, if indeed
could send him now.
Jim Fregosi elects to hit and run here. Longmire does go, swing, and a miss. Didn't touch it with the bat. It'll be a stolen base for Tony Longmire.
His
out
first.
Of the glove of Javi Lopez.
Yeah, it was like a perfect pitch to handle.
Longmire is at second base, and it's a full count to Charlie Hayes. Fouls it back to the top of the screen. Still 3-2 to Charlie Hayes.
Charlie's trying to hit that ball to the right side to move the runner. Chased the pitch there. It might have been a ball.
Ooh, that's really a ball. A wild pitch on ball 4 enables Longmire to go to third. Hayes goes down to first with a third walk given up by Smoltz.
That pitch really got away from him at about a 55-foot pitch. And outside the boot. What he was trying to do with that ball.
Smoltz will uncork a few wild pitches. That's his 8th.
Stocker coming out of the flu bed.
He's a key hitter here with Tyler Green due up next. Stocker hitting at .223. Fouls it out of play. 1 strike to Kevin Stocker. Bill runners first and third. Nobody out here in the second inning. The pitch got way out in front of an off-speed breaking ball that bounced up there, and he was quickly in the hole. 0-2. Another breaking ball, so Stocker did not work the pitcher well there at all. The first strikeout for Smoltz.
Now, Kevin didn't get a strike to swing at. He swung at 3, 1 high pitch and 2 low ones.
Brings up Tyler Green, a chance to help himself. Tyler hitting .179. He has 5 doubles, 2 runs batted in. On the outside corner for a called strike. This is the low breaking ball. 0-2 to Tyler Green. check on a breaking ball. The appeal goes to first base umpire Mike Winters, who says he did check. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I think he'll go with that same pitch, the slider.
Setting up outside, slider outside, struck him out. So 2 straight strikeouts, and now Smoltz can see his way out of this inning as Mickey Morandini comes to the plate. I think he has been a good hitter for the Phils with runners in scoring position, hitting .333 with runners in scoring position. San Diego has beaten San Francisco 3-0 this afternoon, and Colorado got one against the Dodgers. 9-4 Rockies today. Line drive hit down the left field line. Longmire scores. Charlie Hayes will hold at second. Phillies lead 1-0 on a big 2-out hit by Mickey Morandini.
You've seen that a few times where the Phillies have seemed to have squandered a great opportunity, and that third out will come up there and get the base hit.
Well, Morandini's given the Phils a 1-0 lead. It'll bring on Greg Jeffries, who grounded out his first time up. Get on the ground as shortstop. Blauser makes the race to the bag in front of Morandini. And the Phils are down in the second to get a run. 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Phillies.
It's showtime!
Come with me and we'll attend the massacre. Your mind will bend while your sides split. Tie tails from the cliff. No need to be so glum. The beast is yet to come. So let it rip. Tie tails from the cliff.
Coming this fall on PHL 17.
Now that's entertainment.
Oh, man. Look what you did.
What I did? Just who do you think you are, man?
Who do you think I am?
Easy, fellas. What would he do?
Oh, the Yellow Pages?
Just any Yellow Pages?
Genuine Yellow Pages.
9 out of 10 use it.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you very much.
The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
One of the nicest things about summer is taking off as much as possible. We're talking about prices, of course, and the Bally Total Fitness off-season sale with the lowest price of the year. How much have we taken off? Call 1-800-FITNESS now and join for just $19 down and $19 a month. Pretty skimpy, huh? So even if you've been putting it on, now's the time to take it off at Bally Total Fitness. Don't miss the lowest price of the year, just $19 down and $19 a month. Call 1-800-FITNESS now and turn on your life. We look forward to seeing you.
Schmitty. Share a tribute to the man many consider the greatest third baseman of all time and receive a limited edition print by a Hall of Fame artist. The Phillies honor Mike Schmidt Saturday, August 12th before the 8:05 Expos game. Call 463-1000.
Our trivia question tonight is brought to you by Dodge. Over the last 3 years, who leads the major leagues in stolen bases? Fred McGriff leads it off, hitting at .271. Taps the ball softly right at Jeffries, right at the bag, and McGriff is out. Jeffries got to it before it could go foul, and Fred McGriff out on 1 pitch. That'll bring on David Justice, who's hitting at .242. Phils lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Ball and no strikes to David Justice. Down the left field line, a play that falls fair, and Justice will get 2 out. He'll take the two-base hit with one out. It'll bring up Ryan Klesko.
Right off the end of the bat. Couldn't have thrown it in there any better.
Klesko batting at .323. 12 homers. He's knocked in 33. Ooh.
Hitting.
Ball hit David Justice. A pickoff throw. Hit David Justice in the leg.
Now Stocker just faked. That ball hit Justice solid on the leg.
Good thing it did. It might have been in center field.
Stocker made a nice fake to the bag, but he stopped.
Knuckle curve for a called strike to Ryan Klesko. Fastball inside, 1-1. Bills lead 1-0. We're in the second. Up and in with a fastball, 2-1.
Got the right idea with that pitch. He's going in and it has a tail on it. It's coming back, but he's high with one and a little inside with the other.
Missed with a knuckle curve, 3-1. Inside, walk field. First walk given up by Tyler Green. 2 men on base with 1 out for Javi Lopez. Javi Lopez is batting .300. He has runners at first and second. And Lopez is hitting with runners in scoring position in less than 2 out. .458. That's the situation he's in here. Knuckle curve hit the shortstop. They get one. They get the double play. Javi Lopez grounds into a 6-4-3 double play, and that's it for the Braves here in the second. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. After 2, 1-0 Phillies.
Introducing the lineup of Phillies legends photo ball baseballs. Play ball! Collect all 5 at Burger King for only $2.99 each. Here's the play-by-play on how. Slide into your participating Burger King restaurant. Buy any large sandwich value meal. Run home with 1 Phillies Hall of Fame legend. Let's replay, slide, buy, score! Collect a different ball each week for just $2.99. Only at Burger King and only for a limited time. Get your burger's worth. What a steal.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me. Nobody does it like you. Puts it all together better to make it easy. Nobody does it like you. Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Kids
Kids 14 and under, give yourself a pack on the back when the Phillies play the Expos Sunday, August 13th at 1:35. This cool carryall has lots of special zippered compartments. It's vibrant red with a Phillies logo. Call 463-1000.
Sunday, August 13th, the Phils and the Expos at 1:35. A great gift for all fans 14 and under. A neat backpack with all kinds of special compartments. And a vibrant red with the Phillies logo. Backpacks for all youngsters 14 and under on Sunday the 13th. Phils in Montreal. For tickets, call 463-1000 or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnut Streets. Andy Van Slyke leading off. Slices a foul down the third base side, out of play. Van Slyke walked his first time up. Phil's leading 1-0. We are in the third inning. Chase the low breaking ball. 0-2 to Van Slyke. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Dodge. Over the last 3 years, who leads the major leagues in stolen bases?
How about that Marquise?
No, Marquise tailed off a little bit.
He did?
Yeah. He led the league in steals in 92 and 93, I believe. Led the National League. I'm talking the major leagues now.
Oh, okay. How about that kid out of Cleveland, that leadoff hitter?
Yep.
Lofton?
Kenny Lofton is exactly right. Lofton, the last 3 seasons, 196 stolen bases. He has 20 so far this year.
He must be something. You hear a lot about him, and he has some good power, too.
Of course, the way they hit the ball out of the ballpark, I guess they don't need him to steal bases and manufacture runs. They're hitting homers this year. Van Slyke walks for the second time. 4th walk given up by Smoltz.
Had him 0-2.
And kept throwing breaking balls.
Throwing the slider.
You wonder about that. His fastball isn't all that shabby.
Not that shabby. I don't think it's as good tonight, though, as he has had. Another slider.
Yep. Now balls and a strike to Darren Dalton. Dalton walked his first time up. Ground ball, second base, might be a double play, and it is. 1 key to Blauser to McGriff. 2 outs and no base runners for Mark Whitten. Whitten grounded out his first time up. Was St. Louis hit 4 homers in a game. Right down at the end of that bat. Big guy, 6'3", 225, 28 years old. Two balls and a strike to Mark Whitten. Phil's lead 1-0. We're playing in the third inning at Fulton County Stadium. Rain's kind of cooling things off here. Temperature in the mid-70s. It's the breaking ball foul, 2-2. Chased the high fastball and pops it in the air behind second base. Bowser waits, puts it away, and the Phillies go down here in the third. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Phils.
Who's worried about the air we're breathing? Who's controlling emissions and expanding the use of non-polluting fuels? And who's already decreased the pollutants in our air by more than 3 million tons a year? Who? People like you. People who live here. People who know what you care about.
If you think driving the remarkable new Lexus LS400 is merely a blue sky dream, we'd like to welcome you back to Earth. Lease an LS400 for just $699 a month and go directly to Cloud 9. Now at your New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania area Lexus dealer.
Somewhere men are laughing. And somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Maybe they should have traded him for Bonds.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Beechwood Age Budweiser. It's always been true. This Bud's for you. By Pizza Hut. Try our new stuffed crust pizza. By the AT&T Business Advantage. Let it work for you. And by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers. Drivers wanted. Mark Lemke leads it off for the Braves here in the bottom of the third. He's hitting at .221. He hauled it an 0 for 25 skid last night, but he usually does against the Phils. He's a lifetime .323 hitter against Phillies pitching. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lemke. Foul back, 1-2. With a knuckle curve, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chopped off the plate. That's trouble. Oh, Stocker might have had him, but he threw the ball off the railing of the Braves dugout. It'll be an infield single for Lemke. I think Kevin, when he got to the ball, might have had him with a good throw. Let's see.
Didn't have a grip on the ball, though, and he just threw it right straight up. It looked like he had a grip, but can't believe that ball didn't go in the dugout.
Hit the railing of the dugout.
That would put Lemke on second.
Yeah. Brings on John Smoltz, hitting .030, so he undoubtedly will be up there to sacrifice. Tyler Green has a great pickoff move. Smoltz takes a strike. Bunts the ball foul, 0-2.
Jimmy Williams, former Toronto manager. Cox had some coaches and former managers. Pat Corrales, of course, one of those.
Up and in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ground foul. Still 1-2 to John Smoltz, even though he's hitting just .030 this year. Lifetime he is a 138 hitter. And in his career he's hit 3 home runs. Bunt back on. Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bills lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Called out on strikes is Smoltz.
Big strike zone, Harry.
3rd strikeout for Tyler Green.
Smoltz doesn't want to complain too much. See, that pitch is outside a little bit. Dalton pulled it in. You don't want to complain too much because he's going to have to pitch when Bell is behind the plate.
Brings on Marquise Grissom. He struck out his first time up. Bouncing the knuckle curveball up there. 1 ball and no strikes. Bills getting a run on an RBI hit by Mickey Morandini. Lead of 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch on the knuckle curveball moves Lemke up to second base.
That ball stayed low. Dalton went over there and had his body centered on the ball, but it went under him. Don't know why anybody would throw a knuckle curve. It's so much easier to throw the.
Really got into the kitchen of Marquise Grissom, who pops it up softly in front of second, caught by Stocker.
It's much easier to throw a slider or just a plain curve, you know, the regular way. But that's all Tyler has ever thrown since he was a kid, was a knuckle curve. Johnny Padres doesn't look like a barrel of laughs right now, but can't be too unhappy.
Yeah, he will be if Green keeps pitching this way. This is Tyler's best start in his last several games. And throwing the ball pretty well and throwing strikes for the most part. 1 ball and no strikes to Blauser, who struck out his first time up. Him in the air to shallow left center field. Kevin Stocker calls and makes the grab, and that will be all for the Braves here in the 3rd. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Chris Wheeler joins Rich Ashburn in the 4th after 3, 1-0 Phillies.
Budweiser for everyone. But first, the chief wants to water ski again.
Some people hate to stop for gasoline. We do it for a living. Just going from one Sunoco station to another to another. Checking to make sure a gallon is truly a gallon. That the octane you pay for is the octane you get. That the gasoline is as good coming out of the pump as it was coming out of the refinery. So next time you're moaning because you have to pull over for gasoline, think of us. We have to stop 1,183 times this year.
Lunchtime at the Fast Food Circus. It starts with the Grand Parade. Witness amazing stunts and spectacular balancing acts. Roar at the antics of the clowns.
Order, please.
Burger, fries?
Cherry pies?
No fries.
Pies?
At Denny's,
Fries.
we serve lunch without the sideshow for $2.99 every day. New $2.99 lunch basket. Golden fried shrimp, tender chicken pita, or juicy burger served tableside, not ringside.
How many pies?
New $2.99 lunch baskets every day at Denny's. And of course, the Grand Slam is just $1.99 every day.
Business Person Special number 5, Monday, August 14th, a 1:05 start against the Expos. A final midweek, midday Fun in the Sun game, plus a special gift for all fans, compliments of Mellon PSFS. A continuation of the Pride of the Phillies poster, free for all fans. Bound to be a great day, great baseball, and a great gift for all fans. Order your tickets easily by phone. Call 463-1000. Or stop by the Center City ticket office at Mellon PSFS, Broad and Chestnuts. Tony Longmire, who singled his first time up, scored the only run of the game, takes a strike. Hitting at .375. Longmire, Hayes, and Stocker facing John Smoltz. 1-1 to count. Phillies a run on 2 hits. The Braves no runs on 2 hits. Top of the 4th. Missed that slider. Smoltz is throwing a lot of sliders. Missed inside.
Good approach to Smoltz is what they try to do with him, and that's try and swing first ball fastball early before he can start throwing that breaking ball and forkball that he has.
Fouled it.
A lot of these left-handed hitters have really poor numbers against him, and the reason is that hard breaking ball that he throws. There's the line on him so far. He's been wild with 4 walks. 55 pitches already here in the 4th inning, but he does throw that hard breaking ball, and it's a pitch that left-handed hitters have a tendency to swing over.
Got him with a good pitch there. Good fastball. Caught Tony looking. 3rd strikeout for Smoltz. 1 down here in the 4th. Charlie Hayes will bat. He walked back in the 2nd inning.
Pretty good sequence by Smoltz. He kept throwing him breaking balls in. No surprise that he gets a lot of strikeouts, 3rd in the league behind Bennis and Nomo. And then he threw fastball away to him.
When you take a fastball like that, though, you're guessing.
Sure. Well, he had him so aware of everything in that he just didn't think about the outside part of the plate.
Ball 1 on Hayes.
I think against Smoltz as a hitter, a lot of times you're going to find hitters try to take one part away from him because he has such good stuff. And that's where the guessing will come in.
Well to right field. Foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes to Charlie Hayes.
Good way to keep the crowd on your side when you're out there in right field. Give them a souvenir.
He got it. Caught it.
You don't want to let go of it either.
Blauser. Hayes is out. 2 away. Kevin Stocker, who struck out his first time up. Mike Schmidt tribute is Saturday, August 12th, an 8:05 start against the Expos. Special celebration honoring Mike's entrance into the Hall of Fame. Special pregame ceremony, plus all fans receive a beautiful limited edition print commemorating the event. Compliments of MAB Paints. The bunt, pretty good one. Ooh, look at that play. Oh my. Oh, what a play by John Smoltz to end the inning as the Phillies go in order. Braves bat in the 4th. Phils lead 1-0.
Presenting Fall Fashion by John Walsh. Accessories by John Walsh. Exotic Locations by John Walsh. The host of America's Most Wanted presents his new fall collection. Captured for you. America's Most Wanted Final Justice.
Coming this fall on PHL 17.
At Pep Boys, save $40 on our premium brake service. Our ASE certified technicians will install Raybestos lifetime brakes for only $59.99 after rebate. Get lifetime brakes installed for only $59.99 at Pep Boys now. Now at Pep Boys, get any 4 of our 35,000-mile all-season steel-belted tires at an incredible low $109. That's right, any 75 or 80 series, any 4, just $109 at Pep Boys now.
In the news at this hour, now that Hurricane Erin has struck the Gulf Coast, it's starting to head north. That could give us some relief from the heat wave and drought. And Delaware County authorities today were teaching serious lessons about fire safety to teenagers. 25 young people have died in fires in the Philadelphia area so far this year. We'll have details on these, plus other stories after the game on Enquirer News Tonight.
Travel provided by U.S. Air. U.S. Air now offers the only daily non-stop service between Philadelphia and Frankfurt, Germany.
Phillies return to the vet against the Mets on August 8th, 9th, and 10th. All 7:35 starts. Expos come in for the weekend, a 4-game series starting Friday, ending Monday afternoon. Saturday, the 12th, is Schmidt's tribute. Sunday, the 13th, a 1:35 start, backpack day. Monday, business person special starting at 1:05. Call 463-1000 for tickets or stop by one of the many local Ticketmaster outlets. Chipper Jones leads off for Atlanta. Jones, McGriff, and Justice, the heart of the Braves order. Jones flied to left his first time up. Hitting at 264. Bounces one foul.
This is where a right-handed pitcher gets in trouble and has to really bear down when you get in this part of their lineup with all these left-handed batters. Jones is a much better left-handed batter, and then the pure left-handed hitters come along.
Right at Morandini. One down.
You really have a chance to beat the Atlanta Braves right now if you can handle this part of the lineup, because both Grissom and Blauser are stone cold. They are not getting on base. So these are the guys that get you right here.
Yeah, they don't get you much with base hits, but they get you with a long ball.
Right, or an extra base hit. McGriff had a 3-0 double last night that knocked in a couple runs.
Breaking ball over. A strike. McGriff hitting at 270, a hard 270. Close. 1-1 on McGriff. 2-1. I wonder if Fred McGriff ever gets a day off.
Doesn't seem like it, does it?
Nope. Every time you look in the box scores, he's in there.
This guy's one of those nice, quiet superstars. You know, he just plays hard all the time, does his job. You never hear any problems from him. Piles up the numbers every year.
3-1 to count. Morandini a one hopper. 2 away. Dave Justice, who blooped a double his first time up, blooped a double down the left field side. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Phils. Justice hitting at 246. Ball 1. Pretty close. There's a strike. Phils lead 1-0, bottom of the 4th. Balls 2 and a strike on Dave Justice. This guy ran Dale Murphy out of a job. Dave Justice. Murphy went to the Phillies. 3-1 on Justice.
Well, right about that time is when the Braves are starting to develop a lot of the young talent that's come on to play so well for them. That guy came a little bit later, Klesko.
Home run. That's how they do it. He fell behind in the count, 3-1, and Justice has tied the game with his 14th home run.
He didn't hit it the way you see Dave Justice hit a lot of towering home runs. It looked like he either got jammed or hit it off the end of the bat a little bit. Right down the line. But you throw 3-1 pitches to guys like him, McGriff, Klesko, you're looking for trouble. Yeah, that was right off the end of the bat. You could see it on that replay.
And right down the foul line, the shortest part of that area. There's a line drive by Klesko, a base hit. 2-out single.
Very, very tough for a right-handed pitcher to get through these 4 hitters that they have lined up in a row. I mean, there are 4 as good left-handed hitters as you're going to see right now. Here's another look at that home run by Justice. A fastball away off the end of the bat. He's got a little bit of that McGriff look to him now where he lets go of it, and he hooked it down the line just over the wall.
He was trotting around like he knew it was going out. Here's Javi Lopez grounded into a double play in his first at bat. We're tied 1-1. Bottom of the 4th. Klesko will run once in a while. Strike on Lopez. As he took that pitch, he likes to whack at the first one.
Pretty high average for a catcher, that's for sure. And this guy does not get any leggers.
299. Low and outside.
Last Braves catcher hit over 300 was Joe Torre.
He was a good ball player.
Oh, he hit. Joe Torre used to hit 340.
Yeah, won a batting title. There goes the runner, and Green steps off. Balk is called. The balk is called. I think Eric Gregg called it first. And Mike Winters joined that call.
See if you can see what he did.
I don't think he stepped off the rubber. Yes, he did. I don't know why they would call that a balk.
First base umpire is the one who called it Winters. Unless he said that he gave some little hitch forward before he moved over to first. I don't know.
Klesko's at second, 2 outs. A ball and a strike on Lopez. Klesko did leave a little early. Right at Charlie Hayes. Played that like a bullfighter, but made the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left on. After 4 full innings, we're tied 1-1.
Here's a look at this week's Mellon PSFS Financial Scoreboard, featuring our best CD rates. You can apply by phone. Call 1-800-MELLON-2. Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies.
Pennsylvania Lottery has a new game. It's $1,000 a week for life. One more reason to stay alive.
As a former teacher, I wanted to find out why Norristown School District employees switched their health coverage and chose to go all blue with personal choice.
Freedom. That's what I demand when choosing my doctor or seeing a specialist.
Personal choice makes us feel secure
and appreciated. I deal with the best doctors and hospitals. With personal choice, I don't have to settle for anything less.
Ask your employer about switching to personal choice. Freedom, quality, and affordability you can lean on.
Phil's bat in the 5th. Tyler Green leads it off, followed by Morandini and Jeffries. Struck out his first time up. Ball 1 on Green. Hitting at 175. One and one. Can't believe he keeps calling that pitch down there under the knees a strike. 1-2 the count. Big strike zone tonight. Came out again. 4 strikeouts for Schmolt.
Well, a 1-1 ball game. Here's how they scored. Phillies got the 2-out RBI single by Mickey Morandini in the 2nd inning, and then you just saw David Justice homering down the right field line. The Braves 1 run, 1-1 here in the 5th. Well pitched ball game so far.
Morandini 1 for 2 with a single, knocked in the Phillies run. 286. All 1 to Morandini. Low and inside. Base hit. Morandini with his 2nd hit of the game.
That's one of the biggest improvements in his game this year, in my opinion, is when he gets ahead in the count, that he can pull a ball now. You know, 2-0 Mickey used to still hit a lot of balls to left and left center. You're just a much better team, I think, when you get hitters that pull balls. And there he gets ahead in the count, and he pulls that ball to right field in the hole.
Greg Jeffries is 0 for 2. Grounded out twice. Hitting at 286. Morandini's on first. 1 out. 1-1 tie, top of the 5th.
Smoltz also has a tremendous move to first. He didn't use it there. But he has good feet, too, just like Tyler Green. So you probably have as good a right-handed moves as you have in the league with these two tonight.
Ball 1 to Jeffries.
Smoltz is up to 8 wild pitches. When the Braves were in Philadelphia, he either had 1 or 2, because I remember looking at the stat sheet and noticing how low he was with wild pitches, and this has been a guy who's led the league in that category because he has such nasty stuff down. So evidently in the last month or so, he's piled up a few wild pitches. 1 tonight.
2-0 to Jeffries. Pitch inside corner. 2-1 on Jeffries. They throw Jeffries in there a lot. Can hit that ball a long way if he gets the barrel of the bat on it. McGriff, second. Save. Said McGriff was off the bag. It's the second out.
Bobby Cox with a kind of a tepid argument right now with Mike Winters. Fred McGriff is so smooth down there. He catches that, just flips at the blouser, and now the throw back.
Yeah. Well, he did get that toe back there. I don't know if he got it back in time.
Because he definitely had contact with the bag.
Andy Van Slyke has walked both times he's been to the plate. Hitting at 279.
See Javi Lopez, so we've been kidding about how you put a thumb down to move over. He just nodded his head. He just cocked his head towards first. He said, "Move over there for me, will you, John?" It's pretty simple.
Has that Trapper catcher's mitt, like a big first baseman mitt almost. Ball 1 to Van Slyke. Jeffries at first, 2 outs. 1-1 tie, 5th inning. Phillies move on to Cincinnati for the weekend. Haven't seen those Reds in a while.
The last time we saw them was right before the Braves series at Veterans Stadium, and they swept the Phillies a 3-game series.
What'd they do? Start off 0-6 on the season? Reds.
Well, they beat the Phillies the first game that they won, and then they lost another one after that. Yeah, they were something like 1-8 at the beginning.
Got the slider over. Again. Thrown an awful lot of sliders, and it's a good one. Quick move, too late. Up under the arms. 2-2 the count. Chased a bad pitch. They retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. Braves bat in the 5th. We're tied 1-1.
I believe we live in an age where there's truth. In turkey, I discovered this at Boston Chicken. It felt real, honest. That's the truth in Boston Chicken's new rotisserie turkey breast. Turkey the way I like, boneless, extra juicy, and a serving has only 1 gram of fat. Combine it with 2 of your favorite low-fat sides, and you've got a turkey feast that doesn't take days to burn off. Real turkey, real fast, and really low in fat.
New rotisserie turkey breast from Boston Chicken.
Recently, you've heard me say Chevy's ahead in value up to $4,000. Now, it's the great Chevy Summer Sell Down. Heck, Cavalier's $1,400 less than Honda Civic before you deal. You can get up to $1,000 off on discounts on the new Blazer, already thousands less than the Grand Cherokee. The competition will have to work to even come close. Try this on for size. Right now, you can lease one of those Luminas down there for just $199 a month. Come by your Chevy Geo dealer's great Chevy Summer Sell Down now. Hey, I can see my house from here.
Schmitty, nobody did it better. Join in a tribute to this Hall of Famer before the Expos game Saturday, August 12th at 8:05, and you'll receive a limited edition print compliments of MAB paints. The Expo series starts Friday, August 11th at 7:35, continues Sunday, August 13th at 1:35, when fans 14 and under get the best backpack to ever strap on a back free, and wraps up Monday the 14th with a 105 Mellon PSFS Business Person Special. Call 463-1000.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile introducing Mobile Reach, the only cellular network available in small, medium, and humongous. And by your Quality Plus Ford dealers, home of 5 of the top 10 selling cars and trucks in America. Mark Lemke, fly ball, right field. Quinton hardly has to move and makes the play. Lemke's out on 1 pitch. And John Smoltz will bat. Both pitchers doing a pretty good job. We're in a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 5th. Smoltz struck out his first time up. Hitting an .029. He's a better hitter than that. Takes low.
1 for 34 in the year. He has walked 6 times, but he struck out 18 times.
There's a base hit. Smoltz, a 1-out base runner. For Marquise Grissom.
Well, as you said, he's a better hitter than that. And slings that base hit into center field. Smoltz has 3 lifetime homers.
Grissom has struck out and popped out. He's 0 for 2. Hitting at .263. High and inside, ball 1 to Grissom. Smoltz no threat to run. Popped him up again, almost same area. Jeffries makes the play.
They told Tyler Green his last time out against the Cubs before that he had to start to pitch inside a little more because they were starting to lean out and look the balls away too much. I think he's tried to do that a little bit more tonight. He's jammed Grissom a couple times. He's come inside on some left-handed hitters, and that's the way he pitched early on when he was pitching well.
Jeff Blauser's 0 for 2, strikeout, pop out. Hitting at .220. There's a base hit. Double for Blauser.
Well, they've been all over Jeff Blauser, booing him as he's been struggling, and now he gets a standing ovation for that double. Looked like Tyler tried to come inside, and I don't know whether Blauser's looking first ball, fastball, or what, but he got the bat head out pretty fast that time. They did not expect him to pull a ball. Darren Daulton sets up outside, and that's what happened. The ball ran right back into him. Darren wanted that ball away, and the ball ran right back into the middle of the strike zone. Bad pitch by Tyler Green.
Runners second and third, 2 outs for Chipper Jones, who's 0 for 2. Flight out to left, grounded out to Morandini. 2-out trouble here for Tyler Green. There's a good pitch.
It's a big spot in the game for him. I mean, you know, you don't expect to get a whole lot off Smoltz. 2-out hits can mean a lot for an offense. You get them out in this situation, could mean a lot for Tyler Green.
Missed with a knuckle curve. 1-1 on Chipper Jones.
Darren Daulton has to be really aware as you look at Bobby Cox there, that knuckle curve in the dirt and that wild pitch in a run.
Look at that. I don't believe it. He'll get a double, and the Braves lead it 3-1. Made a good pitch on him.
Yeah, that really hurts because he made a great pitch on him. Sets up away, throws a breaking ball, just kind of flares it down the left field line, and an easy double for Chipper Jones. A real good pitch by Tyler Green, and 3-1 Atlanta.
Braves have picked up 2 doubles like that. Justice had one, and now Chipper Jones. And the Braves have taken a 3-1 lead. Fred McGriff will bat. He's 0 for 2.
Padres going out there to talk to Tyler Green. What you don't want to do is get rattled now and throw one right down the middle of Fred McGriff on the first pitch, and it's 5-1.
All 1 to McGriff. Yeah, Tyler has actually pitched a pretty good ball here, but he's had a little tough luck.
Well, he made one bad pitch in this inning, and that was a 1 to Blauser, because that ball was supposed to be way away from a struggling hitter, and he ran it right into where he's in his pull-off zone where Blauser is now. He's pulling off everything.
Van Slyke will catch that easily, and that'll retire the side, but 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 man left. After 5 full innings, Braves 3, Phillies 1.
Introducing the lineup of Phillies legends photo ball baseballs. Play ball! Collect all 5 at Burger King for only $2.99 each. Here's the play-by-play on how. Slide into your participating Burger King restaurant. Buy any large sandwich value meal. Run home with 1 Phillies Hall of Fame legend. Let's replay, slide, buy, score! Collect a different ball each week for just $2.99. Only at Burger King, and only for a limited time. Get your burger's worth. What a steal.
Why do more Honda owners come back to Honda? Car after car after car. It could be state-of-the-art engine technology, or extraordinary handling, or maybe it's the feeling that Honda is one car maker that won't let you down.
Well, both these right-handers have pitched good ball game here tonight. Tyler Green getting nailed with that blue double last inning. There they are. Similar number of pitches. Tyler Green with a walk and 3 strikeouts. 4 walks for Smoltz, but 5 strikeouts for the number 3 guy in the league in strikeouts. Phillies really have not taken advantage of those 4 walks issued so far by Smoltz.
Dalton leads it off. He's walked, grounded into a double play. Dalton, Whitten, Longmire facing John Smoltz. Phillies trail 3-1. Top of the 6th. Pitch is low to Dalton. Low again. 2-0 on Dutch Dalton. Oh, what a play, Lemke. Oh, man. Boy, I tell you.
Does he ever miss a ball? Telling you, this guy just plays his tail off against the Phillies. I don't know what he does against the rest of the league, but that was a rocket on a short hop, too, and he picked it like it was nothing. That's a hard play. He made it look easy. Look at this. Dalton smokes it. Man, that ball's by him when he catches it.
Whitten, the batter. Strike one on Whitten, who is grounded out and popped out.
Utica's very own Mark Lemke.
Fouled out of play. Close. Ball and 2 strikes on Mark Whitten. Did he? Nope. 2-2 the count. Him out, chased a bad pitch. 6 strikeouts. 1995 yearbook for sale, a informative collector's book of pictures of all the present Phils. Interesting information along with special sections celebrating this year's silver anniversary. Plus a very special section detailing the Phillies' living Hall of Famers. This spectacular book on sale at the vet for $7. If you order by mail or phone, send another $4 for mail and handling charges. Tony Longmire up there. Call post office or call Philadelphia 463-1000. Somebody will take your order.
Just call that 215-463-1000.
Longmire, extra bases.
Maybe,
yeah. Yeah, he'll make it.
Justice got a heck of a bounce off that wall. You could tell it was going to be a little closer than you thought at first because Tony had just gotten to first when David Justice had the baseball.
Longmire, a 2-out double.
Tony Longmire is an aggressive a hitter as the Phillies possess. Watch this come right off the wall to Justice. And there's Longmire just rounding first when Justice had the baseball. But the throw was way offline. There's Eric coming in there to make sure he doesn't have to make a call.
Charlie Hayes. Walk, grounded out. 0 for 1. Foul ball. Back of the screen. Strike one on Hayes. Be a good run to get back. The Phillies within 1 run. Cardinals 2-0 over the Astros. 2nd inning. Chased a high fastball. 2 strikes on Hayes. was even higher. That'll retire the side. 7 strikeouts for Smoltz. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Braves bat in the 6th. They lead 3-1.
Recently, you've heard me say Chevy's ahead in value up to $4,000. Now, it's the great Chevy Summer Sell Down. Heck, Cavalier's $1,400 less than Honda Civic before you deal. You can get up to $1,000 off on discounts on the new Blazer, already thousands less than the Grand Cherokee. The competition will have to work to even come close. Try this on for size. Right now, you can lease one of those Luminas down there for just $199 a month. Come by your Chevy Geo dealer's great Chevy Summer Sell Down now. Hey, I can see my house from here.
Mr. Sanford, snore, you hear it, don't you? I'm too nice. We'll fix that. Let's see. Go up to the umpire, you say, you were wrong.
You were wrong.
Swat a few balls, throw a few rackets. The ball was in.
The ball was in.
I'm incompetent. Yell at me. Say the motto. Play loud. And eat your pizza the wrong way. Crust first. Why didn't you say so?
Stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. With a zesty new sauce and cheese baked into a new, thinner crust, you'll want to eat it crust first.
2 at once. I created a monster.
Large, just $9.99. It's art that tells me to break from convention.
It forces me to explore my inner self.
It commands me to think.
It orders me. A nice porterhouse.
The new private issue card, a work of art that really works. You pick how it looks, the features you want, even your billing date.
Visually appealing, yet delightfully utilitarian.
What's the card you designed? It's a private issue. Use it where you see the Novus sign.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Beechwood Age Budweiser. It's always been true. This Bud's for you. By Hoover. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody. And by Nationwide Insurance Enterprise. Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide insurance agent in Flower Town is Ralph Keck. Dave Justice leads it off. Has hit a blue double and a home run. He's 2 for 2. Ball 1 to Justice. It'll be Justice, Klesko, Lopez here in the 6th. Strike called. Calling a strike to Justice. Hitting at 249. Call that pitch a strike, Wheels. I don't know how you can call that pitch that far outside a strike. Ball and 2 strikes on Justice. He'll go out and set up outside there again. There he goes. It's a little too far out. 2-2 the count.
I'll let you handle that, all right?
Yeah.
You're good at that.
Fouled away. That's what you get. You get hitters reaching out there trying to reach the ball because they're going to call it a strike.
Yeah, if you're getting that pitch, you might as well stay out there.
Full count. Strike makes the play easily.
3-2 changeup to David Justice. That's a heck of a pitch. I mean, they didn't want to challenge him with a fastball there, and he throws 3-2 changeup, and you could see him get way out in front of his front foot and hit that weak fly ball to center field. Last thing David Justice thought he'd get.
Yeah, it was a strike too. Klesko has walked and singled.
The best Tyler Green's thrown in a long time. You know, he's behind 3-1 on that one funky hit has really done it to him, but he looks aggressive tonight, and he's thrown the ball well.
Ball and a strike on Klesko. Hitting at 326. This guy's a dead fastball hitter.
He just overthrew that pitch. And Klesko is one of those big, strong uppercutters, and he looks like he tries to hit home runs. And he can hit them a long way.
I think Morandini, the second out of the inning. Javi Lopez will bat. He is grounded into a double play and grounded out. 0 for 2, hitting .297. Ball 1 to Lopez. And ball 2. We have a late arriving crowd tonight probably because of the early rain. It's a pretty good crowd. Nice cool night. Ball 3.
Lopez looking at Jimmy Williams as you see the crowd filling in there, and he wants a green light here.
He got it. Fouled it off.
When you're hitting around 300, you got a chance to get one.
Pretty well, but Van Slyke runs it down. That'll retire the side as the Braves go in order. Harry Kellis joins Wheels in the 7th. After 6 full, Braves 3, Phillies 1.
My dad was always there for me. This was my chance to be there for him. I knew we needed an extra room, but the money was tight. I couldn't have done it without a loan. And my Mellon PSFS banker came through for me. That's what family is all about.
Life improvement loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
When they were small, we had a little sports car.
And then they got bigger, then we had to get a 4-door.
So we leased a new Volkswagen Jetta, $199 a month. Nice, huh? The German-engineered front-wheel drive Jetta comes with rack and pinion steering, daytime running lights, dual airbags. It's a great driving car.
It's got a big back seat.
And a huge trunk.
Weimaraners come from Germany.
Maybe that's why they like driving so much.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
In business, you can't always count on an easy road to success. But you can count on AT&T, because only AT&T guarantees you a competitive price. Our 1-800-COMPARE Center will give you an immediate side-by-side price comparison, and we're so sure that our prices are competitive that if you don't agree, we'll give you 1 month's worth of long distance, up to $200. These days, you can't count on much, but you can count on AT&T for the life of your business.
He's feisty, he's tough, and now Lenny Dykstra is in living color on a T-shirt that fans 14 and under get free. Compliments of Boston Market before the Phillies play the Giants Sunday, August 20th at 1:35. Call 463-1000.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Braves 3 and the Phillies 1. Saturday at 8, Sheridan discovers the amazing truth about his wife's death on a special night of Babylon 5, only on PHL 17. Kevin Stocker leads it off. Pinch hitter on deck for the Phillies. Back for play-by-play. Here's Harry Callis.
All right, thanks, Wheels. And Stocker takes one high for a ball. Kevin has struck out, laid down a great bunt down the third base side that John Smoltz, the pitcher, made a sensational play on to get him out. On the inside corner, 1-1 to Stocker. Dave Gallagher is in the on-deck circle. So this will be it for Tyler Green, but his best outing since June 30th when he beat these Braves 3-1 at Veterans Stadium. He pitched really well. That was encouraging. It was an encouraging outing. He's going to leave the game trailing 3-1, but as it turns out, he lost the lead on a flare to left field. A good pitch. 2-2 to Kevin Stocker.
He got hurt in that inning by the pitcher getting a 1-out hit as we look at Quantrill starting to throw.
And that was kind of a flare, too.
Right, and then the bad pitch he made was throwing a ball inside to Blauser. Because Blauser's pulling off everything so badly now, and the setup was away, and the ball tailed right back on the inside part of the plate, and he doubled down the line.
But he only, see, in the 6 innings he worked, only walked 1. He was, for the most part, throwing strikes, even with his knuckle curveball, and did a good job. Ground ball in the hole, a base hit to right field for Kevin Stocker.
I can't believe it. They got one by Lemke. Lemke has just been so. Look at, see how he was moving. He knows what the pitch is. He saw the location, swings a bat. He was already moving towards the hole, but the ball was hit just too far to his left to get to.
And a great play on Mariano Duncan in last night's game. Here's Dave Gallagher. Gallagher hitting at .324. He's been a good pinch hitter. 6 for 9 as a pinch hitter. Pops a foul, back up and out of play. A ball's and a strike to Dave Gallagher. One and one. With Quantrill up, he was slated to be the starting pitcher on Saturday at Riverfront, but that probably means that Tita Green will start on Saturday night against the Reds at Riverfront.
Tita Green meaning his given name Ira Thomas Green?
Tommy Green, who joined the ball club tonight for a couple of good rehab starts. Looped down the right field line, but the Phillies won't get the kind of luck that the Braves have had on those flares. Caught by Fred McGriff. One down. It'll bring on Mickey Morandini. Mickey's had a good ball game. 2 out of 3 has knocked in the Phillies' run. (3-1) Braves lead here in the 7th inning. Ground ball hit to Lemke. Lemke to Blauser, turning the double play nicely to end the Phillies' 7th. No runs, a hit, no errors, none left. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time. It's 3-1 Atlanta.
I'm 24. Why would someone put me in charge of 3 kids?
We're all going to die.
I can't take it anymore. I hate it. I hate it.
He's nuts.
You are so cute. Do you have my number in case you need help?
No. Good.
I'll see you this fall on the WB.
Sundays this fall on PHL 17. Yeah.
I need new clothes. I can't wear those. And call a florist. I need my rose.
You need more choices.
We need them fast.
To calm the diva down. Or she won't last.
We need them fast.
9 out of 10 use it. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
Do you want this Diamond Pro Dykstra t-shirt free? Stay tuned and we'll tell you how to get it. The Phillies play the Giants Friday, August 18th, 7:35. Saturday, August 19th, 8:05. And Sunday, August 20th, 1:35. When compliments of Boston Market, all fans 14 and under get a free Dykstra t-shirt with a dude's face on your chest. Then the Padres come in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. All at 7:35. Call 463-1000.
Can you name the #1 cause of death for people under age 44? For this age group, traffic accidents are the #1 cause of death. The good news is that seat belts have saved over 25,000 lives in the past 10 years. So be sure to buckle up.
On the American League scoreboard, Kansas City over Chicago 9-0. Oakland beat Texas 5-3. Mark McGwire a couple of homers. Cleveland leading Minnesota 5-4 in the 8th. That Boston-Detroit game's been on a long rain delay. Red Sox leading 5-0. Tim Wakefield trying to win his 12th. Milwaukee leads the Yankees behind Ricky Bonas, and Toronto 1-0 over Baltimore. And Paul Quantrill is the Phillies' new pitcher. Quantrill coming on for Tyler Green. Speared by Charlie Hayes. So Lemke's out on a humpback line drive to third, 1 down. Just his 3rd game in relief. Quantrill has started 18 games, 9-6 with a 4.39 ERA. He was listed as a scheduled starter Saturday, but obviously he will not be. They kind of like him in the bullpen. He's a rubber arm right-hander. He can throw you a lot of games. He can work in 4 or 5 games a week.
Yeah, I think he wants to be a starter, and he felt that he had pitched well enough probably to be a starter. But as you say, they want him in the bullpen right now.
1 ball and 1 strike. John Smoltz helped himself with a base hit. He was an .030 hitter coming into this game, but he singled his last time up and scored a run. That base hit hurting Tyler Green. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's hitting .057 now. Lifetime, though, a .138 hitter. He's hit 3 career homers. Chops the ball to third base to Charlie Hayes. Smoltz is out, 2 down. Well, the annual Phillies autograph and auction party coming up on Monday night at Veterans Stadium. Always a great event for a great cause, the fight against Lou Gehrig's disease. Admission tickets are $15. There are some limited tickets available, but you better hurry. Call 463-1000 for your tickets. Silent live auction, grab bag, every roll is a winner. But call, tickets will go on sale until Monday at noon. There are a few tickets still available. Marquise Grissom has struck out and twice popped up. Tyler Green really pitched him well. Struck him out and jammed him twice. Went into his kitchen twice on weak pop-ups. Another thing Tyler did for the most part pretty well is pitch inside.
Right, that's what we talked about in that game in Chicago, where they told him that he needed to pitch inside more, and he did that pretty well tonight.
Taps softly toward Charlie Hayes. Throws him out. A 1-2-3 inning for Quantrill. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the 8th. 3-1 Atlanta.
Recently, we at the Blues met the challenge of the 90s when the Norristown School District employees went all blue with personal choice.
The Blues really came through for the district, saving us almost $2.5 million, money we put into the classroom. The Blues went all out and provided us with the personal choice network that includes most of their doctors and hospitals. No wonder other school districts are following our lead with personal choice. All blue means everybody wins.
Isn't it time to find out how personal choice can help your organization lean on all blue?
Over the past 3 years, Dodge has offered a choice of more new nameplates than anybody else. Now Dodge offers some other choices that make driving the best-selling Dodge Caravan easy. During the Dodge Buyer's Choice sale, get a new 95 Caravan and choose up to $1,860 in cash savings and values. Or choose an interest rate as low as 4.9%. Or a great Caravan lease rate. The Dodge Buyer's Choice sale. It makes visiting your friendly Dodge dealer a very smart choice indeed.
8th inning with a score 3-1 Atlanta. Greg Jeffries will lead it off. Jeffries is 0 for 3, is grounded out, hit into a fielder's choice, and hit into a fielder's choice. John Smoltz Struck out 7. He had early control problems. He's walked 4, all of those coming in the first 3 innings. 1 ball and no strikes. Line drive, base hit, center field. So Jeffries leads off the Phillies' 8th with a hit. Hit number 6 for the Phillies off Smoltz, and that'll bring up Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke has walked twice and struck out.
Braves have not gotten the bullpen up at all tonight. Smoltz pitching them here into the 8th inning. Bobby Cox has a lot of confidence in his bullpen now, though, and he's made quite a few moves in the first 2 games of this series.
Smoltz this year has pitched 2 complete games. One ball and no strikes to Van Slyke. 8th inning, Phillies trail 3-1. Trying to beat the Phils for the first time since May 27th of 1990. This is his last win against the Phillies when he took a no-hitter into the 9th inning. Lenny Dykstra broke that up with a double. Base hit right field. Jeffries will hold on at second base, and the Phillies have their first 2 men on base here in the 8th inning, and that is going to get the bullpen up.
Yeah, they hit some balls hard last inning. I mean, Morandini's ball into the double play was hit right on the nose. Now they're going to get Bourbon up and
Clance.
Here comes Leo Mazzoni, the pitching coach, out.
Mazzoni is buying time also for his bullpen. They just got up. Darren Dalton will be the batter. Mazzoni having a word with his pitcher Smoltz, and Wally Bell's going out to try to speed up this conference. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Yellow Pages 9 out of 10 people use the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. By Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you. And by your local Dodge dealers. Come in today because we know how to help. Jeffries at second, Van Slyke at first. Nobody out for Darren Dalton, who has walked, grounded into a double play, and grounded out. Fly ball into left center field. Klesko is there, makes the catch. So Dalton is retired. 1 down. The runners will have to hold.
That's really a wasted at bat for Dalton there in that 4-hole, because he went after first ball fastball trying to make something happen, and he wants to pull a ball there. The least you do is pull the ball, and he just didn't get it done. They go away from him. That was just a sinking fastball, it looks, and you see him pull off it. Shoulder opened up. He pulled off it, did Darren. He hit it off the end of the bat and hit the lazy fly ball to left.
Brings on Mark Whitten. Whitten is grounded out, popped up, and struck out. 1 ball and no strikes.
And I think you have to give Smoltz a little credit there, too, because Smoltz anticipates him trying to pull a ball, first ball fastball, and he stays away from him. And he got the result he wanted as a pitcher.
Well hit to deep right center field. Out of here. 3-run home run, Mark Whitten. And the Phillies have taken a 4-3 lead here in the 8th inning. His first as a Philly. He jumped on a breaking ball, and the Phils lead 4-3. How about that?
Well, you know, they've been talking about playing Whitten a little more because they know he can pop one once in a while. He's shown that in his career, and it looked like he got a hanger, and he didn't do too much with it. You know, he just kind of went out and creamed it. Now he poses a little bit and watches it.
Nice easy swing he is.
Well, that's the way, that's why he teases you as a player all the time. When he does those kind of things, you think, gee, you think he can do it a lot, and that's what his problem has been. Because when he does those kind of things, he looks like such a force.
Did hit 4 homers in a game while with St. Louis.
He killed that ball.
Tony Longmire hits a drive to deep center field, and Grissom makes a great catch at the warning track, taking extra bases away from Longmire. What a great play by Marquise Grissom.
Well, he's widely regarded as the best center fielder in the league, and then you see it there. Why? He plays shallow, and then he can get great jumps on ball and just outrun them. He said, he hasn't been hitting real well, but he's still playing great defense. There's nobody better in the league than Marquise Grissom.
Brings on Charlie Hayes, who has walked grounded out and struck out. High breaking ball, 1-0.
See another pretty good one tomorrow night. Darren Lewis, who is now with the Cincinnati Reds.
Very good one. It's a great jump on a ball, that Darren Lewis. He had a long string without making an error. Snap last year. That's well hit, but right at Plesko. But the Phils take the lead on Witten's 3-run homer. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-3 Phillies.
There's something pretty exciting going on now at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Ford's factory authorized clearance with $2,000 cash back on Taurus and low financing. We're clearing out the 95s to make room for the 96s. Don't miss Ford's factory authorized clearance. But hurry, because if you snooze, you lose. $2,000 cash back now at your Quality Plus Ford dealer. Ford's factory authorized clearance ends soon.
Last Saturday, my wife Lisa and I went shopping. We're not paying any attention. That's when it hit me. What would happen to our family if Lisa weren't around anymore?
Well, recently I've been trying to get Dave and Lisa to review their life insurance.
We then called Kim. She's our nationwide insurance agent.
Lisa now has the life insurance she needs.
Sometimes I think about what almost happened. But thanks to Kim, I don't worry about what might happen.
Nationwide is on your side.
In the news at this hour, Hurricane Aaron has begun to slow down now after slamming into the Gulf Coast today. We'll have the latest on storm damage and tell you how Aaron might help cool down our weather.
And the weather at Eagles training camp is hot, but competition for starting positions isn't. Sal Palantonio reports on a lack of depth the Eagles face at several key positions.
We'll have these stories and more after the Phillies game. Join us on Enquirer News Tonight.
Here's your Chevrolet game summary. David Justice with a solo homer in the 4th tied the game. Then Chipper Jones's 2-run double put the Braves ahead. Mickey Morandini's had a big night. He knocked in a run to Tony Longmire, but the big hit was, well, you see it right there. It just happened. That 3-run bomb to right center on a breaking ball off the bat of Mark Whitten to give the Phillies a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
And Jeff Blauser leads it off. He is struck out, popped up, and doubled. Takes a breaking ball from Paul Quantrill for a strike. Jim Fregosi hoping Quantrill can give him one more inning. He's got Heathcliff Slocum up in the bullpen. Foul back. Strike 2 called. He missed it. There's Cliff. Heathcliff loosening up a little early, actually. Necessary. I guess he might even be brought in this inning.
It's a cool night.
Called 3rd strike. Blauser's called out on strike. 2nd time he has struck out tonight, and the 86th time this year.
He is just so confused right now as Jeff Blauser, and that's why it was a shame that Tyler Green threw that ball middle into him that he hit for the double. Because Blauser is not going to hurt you too much right now. Fastball middle into him there, and he took it.
There's Chipper Jones. He has flied out, grounded sharply to 2nd, and his flare double put the Braves in front 3-1 in the 5th inning.
Quantrill needs to stay away from these bombers now, because he's had some trouble with the long ball this year, and they'll be looking to hit one.
1 ball and 1 strike to Chipper Jones.
It's just where Darren Dalton is set up, too. You see him set up down and away, looking for sinker balls to keep away from these left-handed hitters.
Quantrill has surrendered the most homers of anyone on the Phillies staff, 14 of them.
There's another good sinker ball away for a called strike. Just don't want to give in anything that a hitter could look to pull here now.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Chipper Jones with 1 out, no base runners. Phil's lead 4-3. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Fouls it out of play. 2-2. Third strike struck him out. 2 straight strikeouts for Quantrill.
See, Darren Dalton gave it fastball away. And here comes Jim Fregosi, so he is going to bring Slocum into the game. But there's fastball away. Call a strike, probably outside, but he's been calling that pitch all night. And you see Chipper Jones's reaction. But that's what Quantrill did really well there, was stay away from Chipper Jones.
Well, Quantrill will leave after retiring 5 straight batters. Tony Longmire also goes out. Jim Eisenreich comes into play left. And Heathcliff Slocum will be the new pitcher. We have a pitching change for the Phils and the AT&T call to the bullpen. Salutes American Pioneer Federal Credit Union of Philadelphia. Call 1-800-321-2728 to see if you qualify for membership.
As a former teacher, I wanted to find out why Norristown School District employees switched their health coverage and chose to go all blue with personal choice.
Freedom. That's what I demand when choosing my doctor or seeing a specialist.
Personal choice makes us feel secure
and appreciate it.
I deal with the best doctors and hospitals. With personal choice, I don't have to settle for anything less.
Ask your employer about switching to personal choice. Freedom, quality, and affordability you can lean on.
It's like having a Phillies ticket window come right to your home. Call 463-1000 and reserve your tickets in advance. No rushing, no waiting, no hassle. 463-1000. It's like having a Phillies ticket window right in your home.
Jim Eisenreich comes into play left field, replacing Tony Longmire. He will bat at the number 9 spot, and Heathcliff Slocum is the new pitcher. He will bat at the number 6 spot, vacated by Longmire. Slocum has won 2, lost 1, tied for the league lead in saves, 25, a 1.99 ERA. 45 in the 3rd innings, 34 hits, 10 earned runs. He struck out 44 and walked 21, and Fred McGriff grounds it sharply foul down the 3rd base side.
Pretty obvious why he brought Slocum in. He feels he has a better chance to keep McGriff in the ballpark. That's what you worry about now, is a long ball.
Bouncing up the splitter, 1-1.
Slocum's thrown 2 home run balls this year, and one was the slam to Sheffield, and one was the one to Dunston on Saturday.
1 ball and 1 strike to Fred McGriff. Slider down and in. It's 2-1.
Big overshift on McGriff with Stocker playing almost behind second base. See where the shortstop is, giving him the left side, figuring he's not going to hit a ground ball there anyway.
Backdoor breaking ball, a good one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fred McGriff. Struck him out to retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, none left. We go to the 9th. Phil's lead 4-3.
Between the 2 of us, we had 1 chair, a lamp, and a microwave. And lots of bills. Even on 2 salaries, it wasn't easy. What we needed was a loan, with payments we could afford. Our Mellon PSFS banker helped us work it out. It made things a lot more comfortable around here.
Life improvement loans.
call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
Recently, you've heard me say Chevy's ahead in value up to $4,000. Now, it's the great Chevy Summer Sell Down. Heck, Cavalier's $1,400 less than Honda Civic before you deal. You can get up to $1,000 off on discounts on the new Blazer, already thousands less than the Grand Cherokee. The competition will have to work to even come close. Try this on for size. Right now, you can lease one of those Luminas down there for just $199 a month. Come by your Chevy Geo dealer's great Chevy Summer Sell Down now. Hey, I can see my house from here.
No matter what the sport, what the record, what the year, when a Philadelphia team plays a New York team, there's more on the line. The stakes are higher. And our Phillies battle the New York Mets Tuesday, August 8th, Wednesday, August 9th, and Thursday, August 10th, all at 7:35. Philadelphia, New York. Butler, Bonilla, Jones, Franco, Dalton, Morandini, Schilling, Slocum. Let's get it on. Call 463-1000.
After 8 innings of play, the Phils 4, Atlanta 3. Sunday at 7, Reno saddles up to help Bobby's friend in the cattle operation on Renegade, only on PHL 17. Pedro Borbon is the new pitcher for the Braves coming on here. In the 9th inning with the Phillies leading it by a run. Borbon appearing in his 25th game. 0-1 with a 2.57 ERA. He has 2 saves. He's pitched just 14 innings. Going up 10 hits and 4 runs, 14 strikeouts and 7 walks. Kevin Stocker will be the first one to face him. Stocker is 1 out of 3. 1 strike to Stocker. Off-speed pitch misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Low with it. It's 2-1.
Isn't it amazing how certain pitchers, even though they're great pitchers, just can't beat certain teams? Like Smoltz has to wonder what hit him again.
Yeah, it will still be the last time he beat the Phils, whether the Braves win or not. May 27th of 90.
Right. 6 straight he's lost since 1990 when he was 5-0 against the Phillies, and he's on the hook for this one. Obviously can't win it, and he pitched a pretty good ball game here tonight.
Stocker hits a fly ball center field. Loping back is Marquise Grissom. He'll put it away. 1 down. That'll bring up Jim Eisenreich, who's batting for the first time. Eisenreich hitting at .312. Looking ahead to the Braves, bottom of the 9th, scheduled to bat David Justice, Ryan Klesko, and Javi Lopez. 1 strike to Eisenreich. Two quick strikes to Eisenreich. Foul that one back. Still 0-2 to Jim Eisenreich. Taps it right back to Borbon. Throws out Eisenreich. That's 2 down. And it will bring up Mickey Morandini. Morandini's 2 out of 4 is grounded out, twice singled, and grounded into a double play. He has knocked in a run. Fouls it out of play. This guy kind of comes from the side. He's got to be tough on left-hand hitters. He doesn't throw all that hard, but gets on you in a hurry.
Kind of funky, and to right-handed batters, he has a good changeup that reacts as if it's a screwball.
One ball and 1 strike to Morandini.
One thing he does like his daddy is he works fast. Whoa.
Into the Phillies dugout.
Almost got Slocum.
Did not get the always happy Mariano Duncan, who got the ball. Frank Koppenbarger. Bounced up the middle. A seeing eye base hit for Mickey Morandini, his third hit of the ball game. So Mickey is at first base with 2 down for Greg Jeffries, who was 1 out of 4.
And Mickey Morandini's 5 out of 7 in his last 2 ball games. Came in last night and got a couple of doubles.
Phillies, it looks like, will be facing a couple of left-handers at Cincinnati. John Smiley was scratched tonight, pushed back to tomorrow. And Pete Shurik is going to pitch on Sunday. Bills lead 4-3 here in the 9th inning. Foul out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Greg Jeffries. Inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Step off, pick off move. Morandini back. I think he's stolen 7 bases. He's been thrown out 3 times. Missing inside again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Punched into shallow center. Grissom will never get it. Base hit. Holding on at second base is Morandini, and the Phillies have 2 men on base with 2 outs. For Andy Van Slyke.
Really, Grissom doesn't get to that ball is because in this situation he is playing a little bit deeper against an extra base hit, and now you'll see him probably come in a little bit more to try and cut a run off at the plate. But he was playing a little deeper than he normally does there, and he was able to flare that ball in front of him.
Van Slyke is 1 for 2. He has walked twice, struck out, and singled. Phil's trying to add some insurance here in the 9th inning, leading at 4-3. 1 strike to Van Slyke.
Yeah, another run would be so nice here because all 3 of those guys Harry mentioned coming up in the 9th inning can hit the ball out of the ballpark for the Braves.
Ball left center field. Grissom makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Bills lead it 4-3.
Mr. Sampras, you know why you're here, don't you?
I'm too nice.
We'll fix that. Let's see. Go up to the umpire. You say, you were wrong.
You were wrong.
Swat a few balls, throw a few rackets. The ball was in.
The ball was in.
I'm incompetent. Yell at me. Say the motto. Play loud. And eat your pizza the wrong way. Crust first.
Why didn't you say so?
Stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. With a zesty new sauce and cheese baked into a new thinner crust, you'll want to eat it crust first.
2 at once.
I've created a monster.
Large, just $9.99.
Oh, Cliff, do you have a second?
Sure.
Listen, I know we're not getting the savings that you expected from our new long-distance company, but I have a solution here. We could go back to AT&T at a guaranteed competitive price.
Thank you, Brian.
Cliff, I've solved our long-distance savings problems. Look, AT&T guarantees competitive prices.
Nice work, Danielle.
Switch to AT&T for guaranteed competitive prices. Call 1-800-COMPARE. In fact, we'll give you 1 month's worth of long distance up to $200 if you don't agree.
Hey, Cliff.
AT&T, for the life of your business.
Why do more Honda owners come back to Honda? Car after car after car. It could be state-of-the-art engine technology, or extraordinary handling, or maybe it's the feeling that Honda is one car maker that won't let you down.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody does it like you.
On the National League scoreboard, San Diego getting shut out pitching from Willie Blair, who took the place of Andy Bennis in the starting rotation. Colorado getting a win from Brett Saberhagen, his first assignment for the Rockies, 9-4. Cubs 2-1 over Pittsburgh behind Frank Castillo. Cincinnati leading New York 3-2. Babe Burba started that one for Cincy. And St. Louis shutting out Houston 2-0 in the fourth. David Justice leads it off. Justice has doubled, homered, and flied out to center field. 1 ball and no strikes to Justice. Bills lead by a run here in the 9th inning. Line smashed to right field out of the extra bases. Justice on his way to second base, and he's there with a stand-up double. Boy, the Braves have won a lot of games this year on their last at-bat. The fans come to expect that from them. Out of their 20 wins in July, 10 of them came on their last at-bat.
Yeah, and 17 overall. Phillies have their outfielders deep to prevent against a double, but there's nothing you can do about this. A slider out over the plate, and he slams it down the line. And even though Witten got on it quickly, Justice gets the leadoff double.
Brings on Ryan Klesko. He has walked, singled, and grounded out. 1 ball and no strikes.
Klesko, big left-handed pull hitter. They have Stocker playing behind the bag almost at second. Expecting him to pull a ball here for Stocker, as he can also hold Justice a little closer that way.
1 ball and 1 strike. That was the first hit Slocum has given up against Atlanta all year. It's his 6th appearance against them. That'll be a foul ball, way foul. Fans got excited, but way foul really wasn't all that deep either.
These people go nuts here every time a ball goes in the air, and I guess they're so used to seeing homers, that's why.
37,971 the paid attendance here. How's that one out of play? Slocum needs a strikeout here.
There you go with a 17 in the last at bat that we talked about. Here they are again.
1-2 to Ryan Klesko. Nubs a ground ball. Jeffries went way over to Slocum covering. He dropped the ball. It's safe all around. Jeffries went way over to get that ball. It could have been Morandini's ball. And Slocum juggled the throw.
Well, Jeffries, as Harry said, went too far. That's Morandini's ball, and it messes the play up because it's such a harder play when you do that, when you're leading the pitcher from that distance, and Slocum's timing was off on the play. Slocum didn't break right away. Now when he breaks, Jeffries has to make that long toss to him. See, he's feeling for the bag at that point, and he drops the throw. That's the second baseman's ball all the way. See, he threw a little bit behind him, too.
Never had control of it. So an error has been scored on who? Jeffries or Slocum?
Well, I think it has to be on Slocum, because he had the ball in his glove, even though it was behind him. But the play was messed up. The timing was because it was so far away.
So the Braves have runners at first and third. Mike Kelly comes in to run at first base for Ryan Klesko. And at third base, David Justice represents the tying run, and the batter will be Javi Lopez. Braves will play the infield at double play depth. Lopez is grounded into a double play, grounded out, and lined out to center field. Bills lead 4-3, and that lead very much in jeopardy here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. One strike to Javi Lopez. Justice scores. 2 men on base and nobody out here in the bottom of the ninth. Javi Lopez came into this game with some ridiculous stat. .458 batting average with runners in scoring position and less than 2 outs. Well, he's 1 for 2 in that category tonight.
And now they're in a great situation because of Lemke, the batter, who can bunt really well, and they'll try to bunt him over. Here's the pitch. Slocum throws a slider down out away from him, and he hits it right back through the middle.
So Lemke will be up there to try to move him up. He is singled, lined out, and hit a humpback line drive out. We're tied at 4-4 here in the bottom of the ninth. Once it foul, 1 strike.
So Lemke was trying to bunt that ball towards Jeffries then to make sure that Slocum didn't get it and throw to Charlie Hayes for a force out at third. He tried to drag it, and he wasn't able to get it fair. Dwight Smith on deck, a left-handed pinch hitter who they would probably walk and then play the infield and then bring everybody in if he were to bunt the runners over.
1 strike to Lemke. It's 1-1.
See the way Slocum's charging and Jeffries is charging, and Charlie Hayes is retreating to third. I mean, that's the Phillies are trying and hoping that Lemke will bunt a ball towards Slocum so they can throw it to third and get the lead man.
Mike Kelly is the base runner at second base. He has good speed. One. Strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll see if Lemke is still bunting. Good catch by Dalton. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He did not show bunt that time. 4-4 tie here in the bottom half of the ninth inning. Braves with 2 men on base and nobody out. Beats the ball foul on the first base side. It's still 2-2. Outside, it's a full count. Slocum was 5 for 5 in save attempts against the Braves until tonight. Three and 2 to Lemke. Runners go, and he pops a foul out of play. So the runners are going on the 3-2 pitch. Thing you risk there is a line drive triple play.
Bobby Cox is telling you by running there that he's not worried that Lemke's going to swing through a pitch. He's thinking more of a ground ball double play than what you just said, the possibility of a line drive double play or triple play.
Full count to Lemke. Runners go. Bouncing ball tap foul down the first base side. Still 3-2.
Well, they're not holding Chipper Jones on, of course, at first right now to take that hole away from Lemke. So he gets a huge jump off first. They can't get him if Lemke swings through a pitch. Dalton's only shot would be Kelly, and he's getting a heck of a jump off third. I mean, Lopez at first.
Full count.
Stocker's come in a little bit, trying to keep Kelly a little bit closer at second, because he's their only hope of a guy they can get on a strikeout.
Cliff steps off the runner.
Yeah, they saw, what we were just talking about, because he's getting such a huge jump off second, and they know they can't get the guy at first going on the play, so they've got to try and keep Kelly a little bit closer.
Runners go. Base hit right field. Here comes Kelly. Whitten's got a gun, but late this game is over. Lemke drives in the game winner here in the bottom half of the ninth inning, and for the 18th time this year, Atlanta has won a game on their last at-bat. Well, the Braves come back with 2 in the bottom of the ninth to win this game by a score of 5-4. Lemke was up there to bunt on a 3-2 pitch from Heathcliff Slocum. Placed at the right field, and Whitten, even though he has a gun on his arm, had no chance with Mike Kelly running.
Can't add anything to that.
Well, the Atlanta Braves have won for the 18th time in their last at-bat. That's amazing. Including 11 of their last 23 wins have come in their final at-bat. As the Braves win it by a score of 5-4, and we'll be back with the totals and a recap in just a moment.
When they were small, we had a little sports car.
And then they got bigger, so we had to get a 4-door.
So we leased a new Volkswagen Jetta, $199 a month. Nice, huh? The German-engineered front-wheel drive Jetta comes with rack and pinion steering, daytime running lights, dual airbags. It's a great driving car.
It's got a big back seat.
And a huge trunk.
Weimaraner's come from Germany.
Maybe that's why they like driving so much.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
Little investment advice. Bip Roberts, 1986 rookie car, worth about $275. 20 years from now, who knows? 1,000, 2,000, might even go.
Yo, Bip, man, you were looking at Robin Roberts. Says here your car's worth 4 cents.
Yo, T, 4 cents if it's in excellent condition, but 10 cents if it's totally mint.
Oh, sorry.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
Now high traffic areas clean up quickly with the Hoover Steam Vac. It's not a vacuum cleaner. It washes and extracts dirt and stains. Yet it's as easy to use as an upright cleaner. Deep cleaning, forward and back.
Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Now at Pep Boys, get any 4 of our 35,000-mile all-season steel-belted tires at an incredible low $109 at Pep Boys now.
Get to know Ellen Cleghorn's loving family.
This is my sister, Victoria. You know, some of the girls in my modeling class, they've been getting a couple ribs removed to make their waist look skinnier. I think I should, too.
Cleghorn. Sundays this fall on PHL 17.
Atlanta Braves win for the 18th time in their last at bat this year. 5-4 final for the Braves. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6. Phil's 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error with 8 left. Pedro Borbon wins his first major league game. He's 1-1. Heathcliff Slocum, the loser, 2-2. David Justice hit a home run. Mark Whitten hit a 3-run home run that gave the Phils the lead, but the Braves came back with 2 in the 9th to win it. Our Chevrolet player of the game is Mark Lemke, who got the game-winning hit tonight. With 2 men on base and a run across, score tied. He got a base hit to right field to win the game 5-4. Our next telecast here on the Phillies television network tomorrow night from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati will be on the air at 7:30 for the first of a 3-game series with the Reds. Check your local listings for the games carried in your area. Once again, the final score, Atlanta winning in the 9th, 5-4 for Rich Ashburn, Andy Musser, and Chris Wheeler. Eric Callis saying thanks for watching. We'll talk to you from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati Reds.